Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you happen to be watching this. Welcome back to another video on the channel. It is championship table prediction time. We're at that point of the year again. It's nearly here. You can taste it. I am buzzing to see how my team Norwich are going to do. But I'll leave my predictions of how I think they're going to do for later on in the video. But we're going to kick right off with the 3 teams that are going to go down and the other 6 teams are going to finish just above them. If you're a fan of any championship team, let me know down in the comment section who you support and where you think you'll predict and what you reckon to my predictions. Let's get into it. Now the bottom 3 are going to be Wigan, Rotherham and Reading. Wigan, constant yo-yo team, have not got enough about them. There's nothing about Wigan that fills me with any confidence to say, yeah, you're going to be absolutely fine. I just don't see it. I know you walked Leeds 1, but you've been constant up and down. I want Wigan fans. I want you guys in the comments to tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me. Let me know about some really good players I should look out for. Let me know. I've got Rotherham going down. I think they're going to fight. They're going to fight. They're going to fight, but it's not going to be enough. I like what Paul Warne's doing. He's taken Sean Raggett on loan from Norwich. Thank you very much. You can train him to be a proper centre-half and hopefully he'll come back to us with a little bit more about him. I think Rotherham are going to really struggle this year. They'll probably pick up the odd result here and there against a good team, but they are predominantly going to struggle. I've got Reading going down. I am seriously concerned for Reading fans. I follow a couple on Twitter. They are not optimistic about what's going on this season, and I think the club is gonna struggle. I think there's some decent teams in this division, and I just don't really see where Reading as a club are going. I've got QPR and Bolton finishing above them. QPR, this may be, they may not like it, but Steve McLaren is going to mess your club over. He does it to everyone, and making him as your manager is a massive mistake. Tactically, he's going to get found out on countless occasions, and to be honest, I'm probably torn between that and Wigan as to who could go down. It literally could be a case of any one of them. I just don't rate QPR at all this year. I've got Bolton finishing just above them. They've made some very good free transfer signings, and I think are going to be slightly better than last year, but not a massive amount. But you will just about stay up. Then got Blackburn and Millwall. Blackburn, I think, they'll do quite well. They've got some good players. We know Bradley Dack. We've got Danny Graham. They've been able to keep a hold of some really good players on free transfers and and signing people into new contracts. And I think they'll do all right. They'll survive, and that'll be a good year for them. And then you can take next year and move on and try and build something, But Blackburn fans may well disagree with that. You may well be gunning for the playoffs. Let me know. And then they got Millwall in 18th. The momentum that you built last year was fantastic, but it's another year added on to an ageing team. And again, signing-wise, I don't really know how the signings you made are going to improve you, which is why I've got you finishing as low down as I have. Don't find me and kill me, Millwall fans. Please don't. I then got Preston and Birmingham. Preston, again, under Alex Neil, they've done all right, but they've lost some massive players in terms of obviously Cunningham, and I don't really see where the goals are coming from. That's the big thing for me. That's why I've got you down as low as you have. And then Birmingham, not being able to sign anyone is going to have a massive impact on what you do this summer. Hopefully Gary Monk can get a bit more out of this team than what was there last year. He should be able to, but again, you're not making any signings. You're not going to be building much. That's why I got you finishing down at 16th. And then we move on to 15th to 7th, and this is... I speak to a lot of Ipswich fans, alright? I'm a Norwich fan, but I live directly next to Ipswich. All my mates are Ipswich fans, and they are seriously concerned. I think Paul Hurst has come in and has massively underestimated how difficult this job is. The squad was built for Mick McCarthy. He developed that team into what he wanted. And unless you are Mick McCarthy, you cannot come in and manage this team. And like I said, I think Paul Hurst has massively underestimated how difficult this job is going to be. A lot of Ipswich fans I've spoken to have said they'd be happy with one place above the relegation zone. I don't think it's going to be that bad, but I don't really see you finishing any higher than 15th. I've then got Brentford. I massively underrate Brentford every single year. I like what they do, the passing, the way they sign your lower league players, build them on, sell them on, etc., etc. But they're just not strong enough. And I know that's not everything in the Championship, but I just don't. I can't tell you why I always underestimate Brentford. But I've done it again this year. I've got to finish it 14th. Sheffield Wednesday 13th, haven't made any signings, but you've got a decent enough team. It's whether or not you can find a way of being able to gel under a new manager. I've then got Hull finishing in 12th. This is an interesting one because they've identified what the key problem was last year. They leaked goals. They've signed 4 defenders and a goalkeeper. Fantastic pieces of business in the summer. Especially some of the signings you made have been absolutely fantastic. So I think you're going to do all right. You won't be much higher than 12th. I think if you finish 12th, that's a good season under Nigel Adkins. Sheffield United finishing in 11th. Again, you've got a good nucleus of a team there. It works. It kind of fits. But if you get a few injuries, you're kind of a bit stuck. But again, you know, signing people like David McGoldrick, he's a proven Championship player. If he can keep himself fit, he'll do well. Norwich in 10th place. If we can finish in the top half, it's a fantastic season in my opinion. I know a lot of Norwich fans are looking towards the playoffs, but we've got to be realistic. We sold Maddison. We sold Murphy. We've let go of a lot of players this summer. We've bought in a load more. If we can finish top half, that'd be great. To be honest, I just want to see us playing attacking football. Not this possession, boring stuff amongst the back four and then getting counter-attacked on and losing by a goal to nil. I want to see us playing some attractive football. Do you know what? If we go out there and give it a good go and we end up drawing 3-3, I'm alright with that. That's absolutely fine. I just want to see us going for it. That's just all I want. And then we've got Swansea finishing in 9th place. They're not going to do well. They should, with the players that they've got, be looking up higher. But selling people like Alfie Mawson is a massive, massive loss for them. I think the experiment to take Potter on is going to be an interesting one. I can't wait to see how it pans out. I don't think it's going to work, and I think you'll miss out on the playoffs. I've then got Bristol City. Again, signing somebody like Mohamed Issa is a brilliant, brilliant sign. I wish Norwich went for him. Unfortunately, we just don't have the financial clout to be able to compare with Bristol City. But, you know, I think, will you guys be happy with an 8th place finish? I don't know. Let me know. You've sold some massive players for some big money. So I don't know. Let me know, Bristol City fans. And then I've got Villa finishing in 7th. The whole speculation this summer over the owner, whether the manager stays, who comes in. You've lost a lot of your loan players and you haven't signed anyone in. That's why I've got you missing out on the playoffs. And this is purely for that. Club-wise, stature of the club, you should be doing a lot better. You should be in the Premier League. But you know, we all know, football's not written on paper. Any of those fans in that block of teams, let me know down in the comment section whether or not you think I've got it right. And let me know your predictions as well. And here we are with the top 6. We've got Forest, Leeds, West Brom, Derby, Stoke and Middlesbrough. Notts Forest. I've got my mate's voice in my head right now who's screaming at me. And I can hear him. Jam, you're wrong. You're wrong. Forest are just another Championship team. They're just another Championship team. Leeds are just another Championship team. They're going to do what Leeds do best. Forest have been making some great signings. If they can click some of these players into gear, oh my God, I am worried. I am really worried about Forest. I think they're going to have a massive, massive year. And if they can get to the playoffs after years and years of just kind of finishing in the lower half of the table, that will be a great season for them. Leeds, one reason is because of their manager. The manager is absolute class, and how they've managed to pull this one off, I have no idea. He will drag you into the playoffs. West Brom, I've got some great players, made some good signings, and under Moore, it will be an interesting season. Playoffs, I think you should be getting there, to be honest. I think there's no reason why you can't. Will that be a good season, or do you want automatic, or do you think it's just a consolidation of the year, West Brom fans? Let me know. And Derby, the final team, Frank Lampard has just been making some brilliant signings, and they are on loan, so you could question what is going on, but I think finances wise it kind of dictates that they have to make loan signings. But I'm expecting big things under Frank Lampard. Again, this is kind of one of those things like the Potter situation at Swansea. It could massively backfire and really go against Darby, but let me know down in the comments again what you think. Top 2, Stoke and Middlesbrough. I don't really think there's much of a surprise on this one. Stoke, have kept a hold of some really good players, sold well and bought well. And I think they should walk this league. And you could put an argument towards that they should even finish up in top of the table. Who knows? But I think Middlesbrough would just about pip them. I think Middlesbrough fans would be very, very happy with that as an end of season. But let me know down in the comments what you think. Have I made the right predictions 1 to 24? Let me know. Berate me if you want. Leave a comment. I will reply to every single one. If you've enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you haven't, leave a dislike and then leave me a comment. I want to reply to you guys and I will. If you're an Ipswich fan, let me know what you think. If you're a Forest fan, are you looking forward to some of these signings? Leeds, is the manager the only thing, or have you got some great players? Let me know. Clubs of all, fans of any different club, I will reply to every single one of you. Thank you very much for leaving a comment in advance. Thank you very much for leaving a like in advance. And if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. But until we see each other next time, though, as always, adios.